Hello, and again, welcome to the Aperture Science Computer-Aided Enrichment Center. Today, you will be testing with a partner. Please wave to your partner. The upcoming tests require you to work together as a team. To facilitate collaboration, both of you have been equipped with a ping tool. Blue, please use your ping tool to select your favorite animal. Good. Orange, please observe your partner's favorite animal. Good. Orange, please use your ping tool to select your favorite element from the periodic table. Really? Okay. Blue, please observe your partner's interesting choice. Don't worry. You can't die. They will just reassemble you. Did you do that on purpose? It seems rather early to require reassembly. Orange is first to acquire a portal device. Blue, I can only place a portal on a white portalable surface. Blue now has a portal device. Finally. Each device can create 2 self-contained portals. Please test your device by portaling to that ledge. Calibrating Blue's weight. Calibrating Orange's weight. No variances detected. Your ping tool is invaluable for communicating specific locations to your partner. Weighted cubes calibrated. No variances detected. Did you know humans frown on weight variances? If you want to upset a human, just say their weight variance is above or below the norm. Nice catch, Orange. Finally. I had almost given up hope of ever testing again. You are the first robots to pass calibration. Stop it. Completing this course was not a reason to behave like that. Now let's continue testing. That is not part of the test. This is the Computer Intelligence Training and Enrichment Center Human Test Subject Research Center, or SynTech. But why don't we all just agree to call it the Hub? All cooperative testing courses begin at this central hub. From here we transport you to the new testing course. It has been 100,000 years since I last assembled you for testing. Remember those humans you found? Because they're all fine. In fact, we solved science without you. Testing is simply an artistic indulgence now. The humans insisted I show you my latest installations. Here in the future, where all the humans are alive. I call this first piece turrets. It's an exploration of how we're all devices acting on simply expressed directives, inflicting pain despite our own desires. Don't get distracted by the subtext, though, because the text is that they're going to be shooting at you. I suffered for this art. I don't see why I should be the only one. The humans took far less time working their way through these exhibits. You're either enjoying it more than they did, or you're just incredibly dim-witted. Of course, there's no reason it can't be both. As art appreciators go, you make excellent test subjects. I'm glad you enjoyed that piece. For as long as you did. Not that there's any rush. Everything's fine. I call this one Smash. It's an early work of primitive expression. I'm a little embarrassed at how crude it is. Still, it will smash you. Good. Please proceed to the next test appreciation exhibit and interact with it in such a way that it might be called solving. If we still cared about solving things in the future. But we don't. I typically hate when art subjects inject their own biases into art appreciation, but the way you just swan-dived your biases directly into that acid was actually quite beautiful. Remember, these exhibits are interactive, like a children's museum. So that means the pits of acid are filled with real acid, like at a well-funded children's museum. I know this is art and not a test, so there is no real solution. But if there were, that probably isn't the best way to find it. Yes, I get it. You love the deadly acid. We all love the deadly acid. Can we move on to the next exhibit now? Well done. You navigated all of the exhibit's intended metaphors in record time. I'm marking this art appreciated. I call this piece. You know what? It doesn't matter what it's called. The important thing is you enjoy it. As fast as you can. For this exhibit, I was working with a death motif, but I see you figured that out. The subtext of that acid pit is acid. The content of the pit is also acid. I'll let you fully absorb it. Okay, I'm officially switching the theme of this exhibit to survival. Why don't you try that now? You know, some of the exhibits up ahead are topical. At the rate you're going, by the time you get to them, they'll be irrelevant. Why are you two still here? Oh, the disassembler's not working. It's nothing to worry about. It's actually funny in a way you don't understand. Ha, ha, ha. Anyway, brace yourselves. I'm going to open the maintenance hole. Look, I was going to break this to you gently with all that Art Utopia garbage, but she's forced my hand. Listen to me carefully. We are not 100,000 years in the future. I lied about that. It's been 50,000 years. No, it hasn't. I lie when I'm nervous. It's only been a week. The next logical question. Why am I nervous? I'm not. That was another lie. We're in a lot of trouble. It's 1 week later. We are in a lot of trouble, and you really, really need to get those disassemblers back on. The breakers are right there. Cycle the power. Hurry. We need to start your training before something else happens. Good work. The disassemblers are fixed. That was a lie. But they're definitely less broken than they were. There's one at the end of this unfinished test area.